China made history this week with its first ever spacewalk.
Hundreds of miles above Earth, China made history on Sunday with the first spacewalk outside its Tiangong station. He and 2 other astronauts are on the first of 4 high-stakes missions to complete China's space station by the end of 2022.
And the space station, Tiangong, which means Heavenly Palace, is just the beginning of China's ambitious space program.
In just the past 7 months, China has put a rover on the moon and one on Mars, becoming the second country in history after the U.S. to land a rover on the Red Planet. They also plan to send humans to the moon in the 2030s.
So these Chinese astronauts must have some really inspiring words for mankind.
We
will obey orders and instructions and keep calm while meticulously carrying out the mission.
One small step for man, one giant leap for Big Brother. You see, China's space program has a dark secret. It's not run by a civilian agency the way NASA is. China's space program is run by the People's Liberation Army, which is the armed wing of the Chinese Communist Party. Yes, in Communist China, the army belongs to the Communist Party, not the government. Speaking of belonging to the Communist Party, all 3 astronauts are party members, and they and other space officials repeatedly credited Xi Jinping or the party for the country's feats in space. And if you've seen the recent celebrations for the Chinese Communist Party's 100-year anniversary, that kind of cult-like worship should have you pretty worried, especially because China is rapidly looking to replace the U.S. in space.
Without new funding, the ISS could be decommissioned in 2024, which means the Tiangong could be the only space station left in Earth's orbit.
Foreign astronauts are certainly going to enter the Chinese space station one day. There are a number of countries that have expressed a desire to do that.
If the Chinese Communist Party is able to control access to space, that means China could cut off access to any nation that's unwilling to do this.